Yo, what is going on, guys? Hutcho322 here, back, and fans and coaches of the ASL. We have week 10 of the weekly recap. I'm sorry this is not up sooner, but I will explain it in the video as we get to said parts. But anyways, if you guys could go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, that would really help out, and it means a lot. Thank you very much. So anyways, we're going to hop right into this. Again, it is week 10 of season 2, and we had some great matches. We had a 2-0, a 6-0, a 4-0, 5-0, 4-0, 5-0, 4-0. I hope you guys like the I hope it, like, you guys won't see OBS probably at all because I'm running dual monitors right now. So yeah, let's hope for the best. But anyways, as you can see, we only have 2 weekly heroes, which will also be explained basically the same part as why this is late. Well, hypothetically. But anyways, we are going to hop right into the first match, which is the Arcane Arcanines, coached by Altaria Motives, against the Portland Timbers, coached by me. And the Arcane Arcaniners are going to take the 2-0 victory. It was almost a 3-0, but there was a suicide death, so you guys are going to see where that comes into play. And I'll be honest, I think I screwed myself over. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop right into the video. Rotomosh Mega Charizard lead is going to be Sub Charizard. I just go ahead and stay in here and click the Hydro Pump because I don't want to let this thing freely set up in my face. After this, I go for the Volt Switch, thinking he's going to switch out. Meloetta looks very, very defensive. Going to my Victini, can do a lot with U-Turn. The Meloetta is especially defensive for the Sylveon, as Milotic looks to be the designated switch-in. And this Milotic is Fizz Def, so it can't take on my Sylveon, but as you can see, this is going to do absolutely nothing. So very good bring on Altaria's part for bringing the Meloetta. But Milotic's going to come in, take 51%, has to switch right on out since it's his only Victini switch-in, bar Mega Charizard X, which Mega Charizard X is actually a really good Victini switch-in. But Psyshock is going to come off, but Meloetta goes down. But he did weaken Sylveon, which is very annoying to his team. I'm very mad that I switched out here. He's going to make a great prediction, go for the Super Power. I could have gone into Victini, which I was debating, and I should have stayed in with Sylveon because this is no speed Tapu Bulu, and I had my Sylveon outspeed that and could have fired off a huge Hyper Voice and possibly killed. Depending on investment, I think I could have possibly killed because I was very offensive Sylveon. But I'm gonna go in with Calm Mind Sableye. He has the Psych Up. Oh my God! The Psych Up's the death of me. If it was Haze instead of Psych Up, I could have been such a better spot, but I'm going to go for Shadow Balls. I'll be honest, I was trying to crit. I think he misses like 7 Dragon Tails in this game. Let's count. We have 1, 2, I might have missed one. Whatever, he missed like so many Dragon Tails for a 90% accurate move. We were talking in chat, like, how is this happening? I don't get a crit once though, which is kind of annoying. But he finally lands Dragon Tail, a miracle, right? I'm going to go ahead and go for the Volt Switch. Get the heck on out of there. Does absolutely nothing because it's +2, especially defensive Milotic. I have to go into Sylveon and just fire off a Hyper Voice. But he's faster than my Sylveon. I don't know why. Or did I just go in to sack it off? I don't know. I don't know. I think I just sacked it off or something. I don't know. Whatever. I've also switched into my Mega Sableye. I'm really just sacking it off here. I need a free switch into Victini to just go ahead and Gigavolt Havoc and do as much damage as possible. That was a mistake, Calm Minding. To be honest, I should have just Shadow Balled. Mistakes. Because if I would have Shadow Balled and then just let him kill me the next turn, he would have been in range for Victini. Because I have the Electrium Z, but he actually gets me into Victini anyways. I just go ahead and click the Electrium Z, Gigavolt Havoc. Dope animation, but misses out on the kill. This is when I knew he was physically defensive. I knew from the get-go because I have a Victini. And Gigavolt Havoc from Bolt Strike does more to a physically defensive Milotic than Gigavolt Havoc from Thunder does, which is actually kind of crazy with no special defense investment. But here comes in Tapu Bulu. This is how I know he is no speed Bulu. because my Rotom is able to outspeed him here and go for the Will-O-Wisps. That really didn't matter because Nidoqueen gets to come in. Nidoqueen is very, very troublesome for his team, but he did a great job keeping his basically win check or win con alive in being Flygon, since it gets a free swap into my Nidoqueen every time since I am Scarfed. Outcomes are just dealing with the grassy terrain and leftovers. I can actually eat a hit, so he's going to go ahead and go for the U-turn, go into his Thunderous Therian. I make that prediction proper, go for the Rock Slide. Do a good chunk of damage, and this is very unfortunate. He's going to go for the knockoff. I'm going to miss my Rock Slide. This would have connected with the kill on the Thunderous, and I would have been able... I wouldn't have had to bring a Nidoqueen here. If I kill the Thunderous, I don't have to bring a Nidoqueen. He would have gone into something, and then I actually... it would have been... I think Zard still would have beat me, but... He's going to go for the Tailwind, and that's GG. Zard just sweeps me here. If I wasn't burned, that has a chance to kill. I have to get like a really max roll. And he has to be like adamant. But he's going to just destroy my heart and soul with Flare Blitz. And this is why it's a 2-0. He's going to kill himself to Flare Blitz recoil. See, if I would have hit the Rock Slide, Thunderous would have went down, and he would have probably gone into Milotic, where I could honestly just click a Thunderbolt on it, go out into Sableye, and I basically just have to freeze to death. So he still would have beat me because he had Charizard and Flygon alive. So very good job on Altara's part from keeping his win cons alive. But anyways, we're going to move into the second game of week 10, and that is going to be the Wenter's Weaviles taking on the St. Louis Swablues. Malone, what happened, dude? You were 3-1 to start the year, and now you're 3-7. You're not out of playoffs yet. The only two teams that are out of playoffs will be unveiled at the end. No one's even clinched playoffs. No one. Which is actually, it just shows how competitive this league is. But anyways, Vish gets a 6-0, his second 6-0 of the season. He's had like 2 5-0s too, which is why his differential is so sky high with 7-3. But anyways, we're gonna hop right into the match. I bet you $1 million Malone gets 0 kills in this match. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. I don't really fault Malone for taking the 6-0 because he just got back from a vacation where it was basically go all day. So he's probably really tired, so I understand. Plus he probably didn't have much time to build. But here comes the Excadrill, newly acquired off of free agency for the Wenter's Weaviles, along with Flareon, which has yet to come though. Here comes a Drain Punch from the Megalopony, and which is good preparation, knowing that Vish would probably have Protect on a couple Mons for the high jump kick. So good on Malone's part. But Ice Cold Crash is going to come in and do like nothing. It's a physically defensive Chestnut built for the Megalopony. Megalopony can actually be run special. It's actually kind of crazy. It gets like Blizzard, Thunder, Fire Blast. It's actually insane. If they gave that thing no guard, I would actually do that. Well, if it had no guard, that's broken because of high jump kick. Ooh, I'm not sure I'm okay with that. Never mind. No. As you can see, it's going to be support Excadrill with the rocks. Earthquake is going to come in and hit the Cresselia, of course, because of the Mold Breaker ability. Cresselia is going to try and make a prediction that maybe Lele comes in? Not too sure. I don't even think Lele hits the field in this game. As you can see, he got no kills. But like, Megalopony is going to have to take the Rocky Helmet. At least it has the Drain Punch to counteract it. But down goes Scrub. It is not taking 2, not even 1 Drain Punch. Malone has really used a Piloswine well. Well, he's used it defensively. I wonder if he will draft like Mamoswine in the future to draft it, or to use it like offensively. That's the cool thing about using like Mons that can evolve, because that's why I love using Sneasel, because it's a budget Weavile, and Weavile is so sought after. So I don't even Never mind. I was about to say, I don't even think Weavel's on the team. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm sorry, Anderson. I'm not trying to trigger you. Weavel's actually done one pretty good. He's like in the top 20 for kills or something. Well, at least for KD. But it's a curse setup, or cursed talk Rhydon. I don't know if it had talk, but it had rest. But jeez, that Raiku's bolt switch does too much damage. I think this is actually a choice Bex Blastoise, if I'm 100% honest. Seeing that it's water spout, that makes sense, or it's choice carved. I've never seen that set on a Blastoise, so cool tech Vish. I really like it since Malone's team is very, very water weak. Good capitalizing on that. Drain Punch is going to come in. Malone is just going to say farewell to his Megalopony. Out comes Leroy Jenkins. Vish is going to get the spiky shield up. Great prediction, as Malone is going to go ahead and go for the rapid spin. Doesn't get the rapid spin off and takes some damage. So Chestnut's going to come back. And predicting the high jump kick, goes right for it. It's a risky play because if Malone goes for the knockoff, very detrimental. But down goes Leroy to the Shadow Ball. And Blastoise gets to come in. And we're going to see the Surf come off and do every last bit of damage. Out comes Zygarde to get the final kill of the match. Malone goes for the Shadow Ball, trying to make the neutral play. There wasn't really much he could do. He really had to have HP Ice, Thunderbolt, and Aura Sphere and Shadow Ball to really like even have a chance at making the right prediction. I don't think he had Aura Sphere. He would have gone for it. But anyways, that is going to be the game. The Wenchurch Weavils are going to pick up a 6-0 victory over the St. Louis Swablues and Coach I Want 'em Run. Okay, moving on to the third game. Here's why this is late. As you're going to see, is you see all the Mons say Forfeit. This is being recorded Thursday. It's going up Thursday. This match was forfeited yesterday. This is why I couldn't record it. It was forfeited. So, Demaster, also, Mylan, resigned as coach. I didn't really get the full reasoning. I must have not been on Discord when it happened. But I think he just got too busy or something. But sad to see you go, Mylan, but great to still have you in the Discord chat, as you've left a phenomenal team with Demaster, which Demaster, let me let some light, since I don't want this to be a completely short video. Demaster, he's from GSL. You've maybe seen him on my channel before. Well, back on like Hutcher322 channel. But like, that was like way back. I played him before. But like, anyways, enough of that. He's used Mega Deontay before, and he loves Mega Deontay. He likes Rotom Forms and Rotom Frost on there. I think Demaster will do very good with the team, but it is going to be a 4-0 victory in the Amsterdam Alakazam's favor, and he's not changing the team name since the season's almost over. There's only 13 weeks, and we're already in week 10. But anyways, it's going to be a 4-0 in their favor. So, yeah. BP just forfeited. Time zones are annoying. But anyways, moving on to the fourth game of week 10. We have the Las Vegas Gardevoir and the Las Vegas Ludicolo in the clash for Las Vegas. And the Ludicolo took a 5-0 victory with Nihilego being one of the weekly heroes, picking up 3 kills and really putting a lot of pressure on Gustavo's team. And we're going to go ahead and hop right into the match. Would have been a 6-0, but Terrakion saved the day. And Gigalith is going to be out here. And Mega Beedrill goes for the U-turn. Has the Rocky Helmet on the Gigalith to somewhat deal with the Beedrill. Out comes Excalibur. Goes for the Rock Side. Trying to go for the cheeky flinch. Stone Edge is going to come in. Do a respectable amount of damage. Goes for the Defog. Get those hazards away. Stone Edge gets the big crit. That's 50%. Skarmory's forced to roost, and this is going to take away the flying type, so it's not very effective anymore. So Iron Head is going to come in, do a lot of damage, take the Rocky Helmet. Stone Edge, oh, so close. Gigalith is going to go out here because it doesn't want to die, since it still has a chance to take on the Mega Beedrill Elite, or at least put Rocky Helmet damage into it. So Suicune is going to try and freeze the Skarmory, or at least put in solid damage. Rotom Heat is going to come in and take a very risky play on Spam's part, but it does pay off as he can get a nice Volt Switch off, do some clean damage, and then get back into the Skarmory. Skarmory's going to have to take a Scald, no burn, very, very lucky on Spam's part. Ice Beam is going to come in. I don't know why Gustavo kept going for Ice Beam. Like, all you have to do is keep clicking Scald. Do you see a Scald resist on Spam's team? He's gonna get the freeze. But, like, you have a chance to burn and all this. And if you burn, it's effectively useless. And you get free swaps all day on it. So I don't really understand the play of going for Ice Beam. Scald definitely was the play, as you even showed it. As Spam can just go in, goes for the knockoff, I believe. Try to scare out the Hoopa with the Pursuit Trap. But the Skarmory is going to be thawed from the Scald. Good play on Spam's part. Like, Gustavo, why did you go for the Ice Beam? If you could, like, comment on this video why you went for Ice Beam, that would be good, because I don't understand. Scald, in my mind, was the play, unless you see something else. Because, like, it's on Spam's team, either you're burning a physical attacker, or it's super effective. Unless he's running, like, I don't know, freaking Giga Drain, Mega Beedrill. It gets Giga Drain, but it has, like, base 15 special attack. That's why Mega Beedrill was UU last time. Well, partially, because it has, like, booty move pool. But anyways, Rock Slide is going to come in, do absolutely nothing. This looks like a Fizz Def. Suicune meant to take on the Mamoswine, and Gustavo playing with all the stall. So Roost is going to come in here, and basically Suicune is just lying on its deathbed, clicking Scald, or clicking Ice Beam, should be Scald. But out comes the Pyroar. Nihilego a free swap, and Power Gem just obliterates this thing's life. So Gustavo is going to go sack off the Gigalith, and that's going to be a wrap for Gigalith. Out comes the Terrakion. Rotom Heat, that's not taking the hit too well, and Terrakion be out speeding on a new level. Goes for the close combat, down goes Rotom, and Terrakion is saving this game from a 6-0. Out comes Mamoswine. It would kill, but Spam got the sash. Earthquake to a -3 defense Terrakion from a, what I would assume to be offensive Mamoswine. Yeah, not living. Okay, Nihilego can just go for the Power Gem. It's pretty free. It's just 36%. It actually stays in here. As Hoopa tries to make the prediction into the Sneasel. That's a great move to run on the Hoopa, since it would do a ton to the Sneasel. So great preparation, Gustavo, but it didn't work out this week, as Gustavo's team is just Power Gem bait that probably did like 4 million damage. Beast Boost, and then get the Pyroar in, and that's a Beast Boost. That doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't even give him the Beast Boost. Oh well. That's going to be the game. The Las Vegas Ludicolo's taking a 5-0 victory over the Las Vegas Gardevoir. Now, moving on to the next game. Another forfeit. So, I believe this game was forfeited on Monday. Like, this week, like, we came around to, like, Sunday night, and only, like, 3 or 4 games had played. It was not good. But Rocker went ahead and forfeited, and in doing so, knocked himself out of playoffs. So Gustavo and Rocker are officially out of playoffs. Malone is almost right there with them, but it is going to be a forfeit. The New Atlanteans are going to take a 4-0 victory in place of the forfeit over the Kanto Embers. So, moving on to the 6th game. This is why I said this was going to be a short video. It is the Meet Your Mantine taking on the Elm Street Parasects. And again, TG's not there. He's on vacation. Have fun, my dude. And Raver was playing in his spot. And Raver during the match felt difficulty playing with this team. Was not his caliber of team. He said he really wanted to bring Latias because he's very comfortable with Latias. But look at Anderson's team and tell me that you'd bring Latias. Gets beat by Aromatisse, gets beat by Reuniclus, can get beat by Arcanine, gets trapped by Weavile. It beats Mega Venusaur, sure, but nothing else. It gets destroyed by everything else. So, we're going to hop right into this match. It is going to be an Uxie Zapdos lead. And as you can see, Zapdos, Mega Venusaur, Arcanine, Reuniclus all picking up kills, as I don't even think Weavile hits the field. Zapdos is going to go ahead and go for the defog as U-turn comes off from the Uxie, and Mudsdale is going to get Toxic to miss the Rock Slide. I'm not sure that mattered a whole ton. Definitely annoying. The Venusaur is the freest of swap-ins into this Mudsdale, and Uxie gets to come out. It's going to take this knockoff. Because it has the Culver Berry. Raver definitely didn't want to use that the Culver Berry then. He wanted to use it on Weavile, but oh well. Mudsdale gets to come in on Zapdos. As you can see, the Zapdos puts in a lot of work with the Toxics, wearing down the Mudsdale and Uxie, which is two of Raver's walls. So Uxie definitely scares out Mega Venusaur, but Zapdos just gets to come in on it. Psychic's not going to do a whole ton to Zapdos, as Thunderbolt plus poison damage is going to go ahead and knock out Uxie, and that's going to be a wrap for the Uxie. Out comes the Mudsdale, as again Venusaur is the freest of swap-ins. 53% on a crit. Mudsdale hits hard, dude. It shouldn't be an OU, but it hits hard. It should be UU. But I just think Assault Vest is so good on that thing. Assault Vest stamina is ridiculous on Mudsdale. It's kind of hard to kill, if we're being 100% honest, if you don't have correct coverage. But Mega Venusaur looks to be physically offensive, as it has Earthquake and Knockoff. Very good set on Anderson's part. He didn't even have the grass type coverage for the Manaphy. He didn't need it because he wasn't staying in on Manaphy, because he had a free swap to Reuniclus every single time to it. And Reuniclus is just a ridiculous mon. There's only two ways to take the thing down for the most part. You have to hit it physically offensively, and you just have to hit it super effectively. Like, there's not a whole lot of things that can take this thing down, which is why it honestly shouldn't be UU. It just is on ladder because dark types and U-turn are so common, which it's weak to. But in Draft League format, it's so much scarier with Calm Mind, Trick Room, and you can send it. You could prepare for your opponent's team and just send it in at the perfect time and just destroy. So Synthesis is going to come in, and Mudsdale is going to die to the Toxic from Zapdos, so credit 2 kills to Zapdos. As Manaphy gets to come in, and Raver's going to use his Shattered Psyche. And at this point, the game is pretty much over. It's not going to be a 6-0, but it's not looking too great right now. Let me get that song going again. So Energy Ball is going to come in on the Mega Ampharos, and Mega Ampharos is basically just being sacked at this point. Dragon Pulse is going to do a lot of damage, but Mega Ampharos is very slow to Anderson's advantage, as he gets sent up, go for the Earthquake, and down goes Mega Venusaur to the Shadow Sneak from Mimikyu. Personally, I'm not a fan of Mimikyu. Competitively, it's got a great design, but like competitively, it's not that good because everyone knows what it's going to do. And its disguise just gets broken by like U-turn and Volt Switch, and even like Scrappy Fake Out, and then you just wasted it for nothing. But anyways, Anderson is just going to go ahead and preserve the 5-0. You might as well when you're in a close race with Vish. Vish is only 1 game back. You got to get as much differential as you possibly can since Vish has a really high differential. Although Anderson has a game ahead, he does play Static next week, I think, so that could be an interesting match. But Arcanine is going to go ahead and Flare Blitz the life out of the Mimikyu. And that is going to be the game, guys. The Elm Street Parasects are going to beat the Mantine 5-0 as they're both in the playoff race, so this is definitely a potential playoff game. But, yeah, as Anderson being the 1 seed, and I think the Mantine are the 5th seed right now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know. But anyways, we're going to hop right on to the 7th game. As the Phoenix Flagons, coached by Keister, taking on the Inner Milotic, coached by Static. It's 4-0 in the Inner Milotic's favor, making Alola Marowak one of the weekly heroes, picking up 4 kills. Static has really used it well this year, or season. I think it is 9-1, if I'm not mistaken. And was a free agent pickup. Spam originally had it, dropped it for Rotom Heat. He used Rotom Heat well, but Static's used Alola Marowak so much better than Spam did. No offense, Spam, but 9-1's pretty impressive. I think it's 9-1. Anyways, we're gonna hop right into this match. It is going to be a Landorus, Therian, Seismitoad lead, and Garbodor is going to come in, takes his Scald like a champion. Keister wants to switch out. Static is gonna make these double into Alomomola, as he wants to Toxic the Latios, which would be very effective. Raichu is going to come in, go for the knockoff. Static wanted it to Volt Switch so he can go ahead and get this Mirror Coat and knock out the Raichu, which was a threat for Alomomola because he could just Regenerator it off. Which is why I think Regenerator is my favorite ability, because you can just kill something, go down to like 1 health, and then Regenerator, you're at full. It's so nice. That's why I want to draft like Tornadus Therian. Sometimes Therian. I don't really care what it is. But anyways, Nuzzle, Raichu is going to come in here, paralyze the Scizor, which really doesn't matter because Scizor isn't all too fast. But now it gets outsped by things like Regirock, I think. And out comes Regirock, but we'll never get to find out because the U-turn is going to come in, crit it, which doesn't really matter all too much. Scald does a whole lot of nothing, burns the Regirock though. Curse is going to come in here, and this is especially defensive Regirock. Takes on a lot of things, takes on Special Altaria very, very well. It takes on this. Rock Slide is going to do 47%. Static is going to Psychic blow the thing to the next dimension due to a crit. I believe it lived, barring a crit, and Static does get the crit. But anyways, Shadow Ball is going to come in, 2 it KOs the Garbodor, so very safe play. Garbodor is going to be faster, go ahead and go for the Haze. Good play. Making this die, or making Ditto not kill Alola Marowak, although Ditto does get a kill, but Alola Marowak has its first kill of the match. Now, it did do better than Nihilego, but it had 4 kills, and Nihilego had 3 kills. Neither of them died, so they both did pretty good. It is a sub-special Infernape. Good set. Goes to the all-out pummeling, which would be, I assume, Focus Blast. Does, like, nothing, because Alomomola has, like, base 165 HP. It's kind of ridiculous, especially paired with the Wish ability. But Landorus is going to come in and then double into Scizor, predicting the HP. Has good prediction on the Static's part. Goes to the knockoff, gets rid of the E-Belt. As Pursuit is going to come in here and will eventually kill the Raichu with the Toxic from Alomomola. So Alomomola is going to come in here, take the Earth Power. Static can stay in, but doesn't want to. He doesn't really need to. As Behem is going to take the Earth Power, get healed up with a Figgy Berry, and can go ahead and go for the Trick Room, which was very, very, very clutch for Static. I think he wins the match anyways, but this really just solidifies it. He outspeeds with everything. Shadow Bone, boom, dead. I don't think it lived even without the crit. Static's gonna come in. Boom. Another one. That's 3 kills. Megalodios, you would have thought. You ain't living. That is going to be the game. A 4-0 victory in the Intermelodic favor. Great decision bringing the Trick Room. Seeing that Keister has a fairly fast team. But, again, that's going to be the game. 4-0. Static's going to beat Keister. And that is going to be all the matches for this week. I'm sorry if the video was a little bit shorter, but we did have 2 forfeits. These are the only 2 forfeits we've had all season. So, it's like 2 out of 70 games have been forfeits. That's not that much. That's like 3% maybe. It's like 3-ish% have been forfeits. That's not that much. It's just time zones got crazy, and I don't know. We were just busy. Not gonna happen next week. I'm sure of it. Or else we're gonna be mad because it's just annoying at that point. But anyways, I'm gonna see you guys next time. And I hope you guys did enjoy this session of the weekly recap for week 10 of ASL Season 2. Please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you have not already. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And I think Power Rankings might be canceled for the rest of the year since Malone and me are extraordinarily busy. So I don't know if we can find a time where we can both record. But if we have it up, we have it up. That's what it'll be. But I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.